Ciao Milanisti, it's your boy Kush in the Milan Corner. Well, there are a lot of reports floating around, guys. We got Renato Sanches, we got Sven Botman, we got Noah Lang and Charles de Ketelaere. Which ones are real, which ones are rumors? We're gonna be dissecting that today. These are some of the profiles we're gonna be looking at, so let's just dive right in. Alright, so there were some reports linking Milan with Marco Asensio. Initial one came from Corriere dello Sport, so I thought that was a rumor. Then Calciomercato confirmed it, I thought that was a rumor again. But then Antonio Vitiello talked about it. He said that there are confirmed links, so that pretty much made it real, so I had to now talk about it. Marco Asensio deal, guys, is a very difficult one for Milan. He's a high quality player. 3 Champions League titles for him. He has, I think, 1 year left in his contract, so it's a deal that is, I guess, possible, but he's going to be one of the highest transfers in the history of Milan. He's going to be north of 30 million, so that's going to be one of the most expensive transfers. He also has a very high salary. The guy's going to be charging Milan probably somewhere around the 7 million a season mark. Nobody on this team except for Ibrahimovic gets paid that. So financially, this is a tough deal. It can be done with the good relationship that Milan has with Madrid, but financially, Redbird would really have to make this the marquee signing of the season. Is it possible, guys? At this point in time, I'm gonna rate this one as unlikely. But with everybody confirming these links, especially Vitiello confirming the link, I think there's something really brewing here. So let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think? Could Milan possibly pay such a high price tag for a player? And Milanisti, before I jump into the next profile, I want to thank our sponsors one more time. These guys have been so kind. They were with us all throughout May. They're going to be staying with us all throughout June. We got OneFootball. They covered content from 200, let me repeat, 200 leagues in 12 different languages. You got highlights from games on the OneFootball app. You have the transfer button where you can find out which player's moving where. You have a lot of different news stories sourced to your specific team, whichever team you're a fan of. You better be a fan of Milan. Just click that button, download the app, set Milan as your home team. You're gonna have all Milan content catered to you along with the top news. So link is in the description. Click the link, download the app. Well, so the Renato Sanches deal, at this point in time, it looks like it's pretty much done. Milan have agreed personal terms with Sanches. They have offered him a 5-year contract worth about 3-something million per season. So he's getting paid pretty well. He's making a long-term commitment to the club. He is replacing somebody in the form of pretty much Franck Brahim Diaz. The guy is a little bit floating. He can play in the central midfield. He can play behind the striker. So he's a versatile player who has really caught fire in Lille. The problem is Milan has not been able to find an agreement with Lille yet. In about January, everybody thought that Renato Sanches and Sven Botman were going to be coming to Milan, confirmed, done deal. Then there was a complication of the new buyers. This has to be taken into account. Having Redbird swoop in and purchase Milan didn't make the situation easy. Now you're going to have to figure out who's going to be financing this deal. Those details get in the way of getting a swift transaction completed. But Lille is not making this very easy either. Guys, Renato Sanches to Milan, I don't think he's going anywhere else. A lot of top quality journalists have confirmed these contacts. We've pretty much known about this. It's an open secret. This transaction is really happening. Is he actually going to end up at Milan? I'm not 100% sure because clearly we haven't signed off on the dotted line, but Renato Sanches to Milan is obviously real. Where we kind of switch off to Sven Botman. Now this is the one that freaks me out the most. In the last Rumor Real video, I put out that video with him, giggling in that interview where he was asked if he's going to be joining Milan. It kind of looked like he was, dropping a subtle hint that it's happening. But as I mentioned, same thing with Renato Sanches is happening with Botman. Milan is having some type of a complication dealing with Lille. In this case, it's actually pretty clear. Newcastle United have probably the richest owners in all of football now. They're looking to splash money. They want their club to do well. And they have reached out to Lille. They want Botman now. They're willing to pay about 50 million apparently for him. Milan had offered somewhere in the range of 30 million for Botman. Do we really need a 30 million euro center back? This time around, now that we won the Serie A, do we really want to rest on our laurels or do we want to keep growing? Kalulu was a awesome fluke, but is he a fluke or is he a legit center back? Because let's remember, we didn't even sign him as a center back. Do we need to spend 30 million on a center back or do we need to spend 30 million or somewhere in the range on a right winger? At this point in time, if they're negotiating with Newcastle United, I think it's game over for Milan. Maldini in the past has said Milan does not involve itself in bidding wars. It's a smart move. This team has shown that you can fiscally responsibly win Serie A titles. So Sven Botman to Milan at this point in time, last video, I had put that as real. This time I'm actually gonna downgrade that to unlikely. If Newcastle United is in the game, it ain't happening, guys. Bremer is a high quality center back. I think he was in the team of the year for Serie A last season. He's one of the best center backs in the entire league. There are a lot of other clubs that are vying for him, guys. I think he's probably a done deal for another Serie A club. At this point in time, I think it's just a rumor. The Botman links are dying off. The media needs something else to sell. Bremer is a good profile, but I don't see it happening. Origi does seem a one step closer profile than Renato Sanches. I'm pretty confident that that's almost a done deal now, but he's a player that we're gonna be getting that is a good quality striker. I don't think it's enough though. Milan, after having played the way we did last season, after having relied on Giroud, it's the same thing as Kalulu for me in some ways, not age related, but in some ways. Can we get the same amount out of Giroud next season? Who are we relying on? Only Divock Origi? I don't know if Origi is that good. He's definitely good. He's definitely scored some very important goals for Liverpool. Everybody in Liverpool has to give good feedback about him, but I'm happy to see that Milan was able to bring a free agent profile to the club. Didn't cost as much. He's going to be probably getting paid about 4 million a season in salary. So it was a good move, but we definitely need another center forward. At this point in time, the Divock Origi reports, they're definitely real. He's pretty much on the doorstep of Milan. Which brings us to Charles de Ketelaere. Now, CDK is a very interesting profile, guys. This is a player that we haven't really talked too much about. I checked out some of his highlights. He seems to be a good player. He can play on the right wing. He can play behind the striker. This is a versatile profile that we could really use. He has a lot of assists and a lot of goals last season, so seems like he knows what he's doing, but he's going to cost Milan a lot of money. Now, there are some rumors swirling that Milan is trying to do a 2-for-1 deal. So we get two players in Noah Lang and in CDK, and Milan pays about 55 million-ish. They're paying about 30-something million for Charles, and they're paying around 20 million something for Noah Lang. Charles seems like a real profile that Milan's chasing, but at this point in time, guys, right now, I see them as just rumors. Noah Lang rumors have been very confusing because there's some reports that are so definitive. They're talking about how it's a done deal. Like the guy's like, he's standing outside Casa Milan, open the door for him. And other reports are saying, oh, it's all BS. He's not going anywhere. So the Noah Lang reports are interesting. He has made certain remarks that a lot of people don't like. He's saying that when I leave this league I guess he's in the Belgian league. Once I leave this league is gonna miss me. Now, here's the thing about him, guys. There's two possibilities of Noah Lang. He could be a Mario Balotelli, he could be a Zlatan Ibrahimovic. There are a lot of people who say, I don't like his attitude, I don't like the way he talks. I freaking love it. I need something more refreshing, guys. The world's getting a little too politically correct. Let's bring a guy who talks to everybody and says, I'm the real one. Put me on, I'll score some goals for you. If he can back it up, great. We have possibly a star on our hands. If he can't back it up and he costs us around 20-something million, I think it's worth the risk. I love a young player having that type of fire where he believes that he can change the outcome of a game single-handedly. We need somebody like that. I'll take Noah Lang. Now, are the reports real? No, I'm pretty sure they're still just rumors, but I definitely love the profile that we see right now. Guys, the criticism that I hear a lot of people say about Domenico Berardi is this. He's a master in the Serie A, but is he going to be able to do much in the Champions League for Milan? We need players who are high quality on the right wing. Well, guys, we play in the Serie A. Why are we talking like we've won the title for like 9 straight years like Juventus? We've only won it once. We could use a player who could get us more Serie A titles too. He had the most assists in the entire league this season. He's done that once before. He starts for Italy on the regular. During the Euro 2020, I think he played in every single game, maybe except for one. The guy has a lot of experience in playing in the Euros, playing internationally, has almost 30 appearances. Yes, he hasn't played in the Champions League, but he has over 200 appearances for Sassuolo. And he's played a bunch of times against Milan, against Inter, against Juventus, and he's bothered us. Last video, I had Berardi at about possible. I am gonna downgrade him from possible to unlikely. The only problem that we have, the only sticking point really with Berardi is the inflated prices that come out of Sassuolo. And I think that's where these real profiles, possible profiles turn into unlikelies and rumors because Milan is not going to be paying this kind of money for these players. Scamacca is a good quality player. Is he as great as people are talking him up? Are we kidding ourselves that we're going to be paying 40 million for Scamacca? We're going to be going for Milan's highest ever, pretty much Milan's highest ever transfer payment for a single player. We're going to break that for Scamacca? That ain't happening. Scamacca reports, guys, these are proper rumors. These are probably rumors that even are partly started by Sassuolo to just jack up and inflate the prices of their players. Well, there you have it, Milanisti. Those are the profiles that we wanted to touch up on. Honestly, guys, there are a lot of reports floating around. Milan really hasn't done a deal yet. I'm not going to be impatient. Some people are being impatient on Twitter. Don't be impatient. Maldini and Massara know what they're doing. And guys, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification so you can watch the Milan Corner videos as soon as I upload them. And as always, Forza Milan! Grazie mille e ciao a tutti!